let's start all the way from the top. This is the catch right here. I'm getting ready to take you guys along. This was an order. I threw back 3 times as many as I kept. A young lady who I call Hello Jackie, she wanted some shellcrackers. So after I get finished filming this segment, I caught these within 20 minutes. Okay, so I want to show you guys, listen, take your kids out. Let them see this. Okay, let them experience this. I promise you, they will never forget it as long as they live. It's your boy Cam. Put my voice down so you guys can see this. Guys, if you've been waiting for the bluegill and the shellcrackers to start hitting, they're bedding right now, depending on where you live. I want to show you this. You see those wrinkles in the water? That's them bedding right now. Okay, that's them bedding right now, the big bluegills and the shellcrackers. See if you can see some of the rips in the water. There you go. See them? See those rips? They're bedding right now. Look at that. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to kind of pick up on that. You can see the Canadian honkers. And listen, we're only about 5 yards from the bank. We're only like 5 yards from the bank. Look at them ripple. Look at the ripples. See them all the way out there? Look at them. They're bedding right now. Okay, so all you would have to do is come right here with red worms. No split shot, no bobber, no cork, as you guys call it. You don't need that. All you got to do, look at that. Look at them out there. Look at them all out there. And in the next 2-3 days, this bank right here, because I'm going to bring some of my friends, and I'm going to give you guys a double dose of us catching these big bluegills and shellcrackers. Now, I want to say this. I'm going to get ready to get loaded up right now, okay? And I keep this as simple as I can keep it, okay? That same rod that you were using, to catch crappie with during the spring, I can smell them. That's what we're going to use right there. I can smell them. I'm going to use that same equipment. So if you have my Cam's crappie rod and reel, you can also use it as bluegills and shellcrackers because it's ultralight. It's an ultralight, okay? So listen, let's get packed up. We're going to go out here and see. I'm going to take you guys along with me. I'm going to let you guys watch me get everything packed up on the boat, and we're just going right across the lake. Yesterday I scouted, and I found about 18 beds. I can't catch fish out of those beds all by myself. It's too many bluegill, okay? I'm not on a meat run. You can smell them big time. As soon as I come out the door, you can smell them. I'm not on a meat run. We're going to catch. I'm going to film like 8 videos, and I'm going to release them as fast as I can because you guys love seeing me catch those bluegills and those big shellcrackers. You guys love it. So I'm going to give you a double dose. Let me go ahead and get packed up. Got to put my socks and my flip-flops on. That's all I'm wearing. Look at them out there. Look at them. That's all I'm wearing. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys see me load up, and we're going to get on the boat. And I'm just going to show you my outfit, what I'm running, how I'm catching them, and as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. This is your boy Cam. Before I get ready to go, I got to give you guys the time. 9:41 a.m. Monday, 21st of April. EST time down here in Atlanta, Georgia, aka Thump City, Georgia. Dang! This doesn't really call for no major cutaway or anything like that. I want to tell you why I'm using this rod. You guys saw in my video that I had that we had ran out of the cork handle 8+1. I was back in the warehouse the other day and I found 4 of them. Okay, they're $139.99 plus free shipping, 2-day air shipping. This is a 6.2 carbon fiber rod, cork handle, cork imported from Portugal. Super fantastic, matte finish, shiny finish. This is my 6.2 nasty stick. This is one of the first rods that I offered, guys, and people pre-ordered these 4 months in advance. I want to tell you guys, you can use this. You just saw me use it in spring catching crappie, and I'm getting ready to show you guys how I use it for bluegill and also shellcrackers. And look, this is my setup. I want to tell you guys this is so simple. Look, I got that nasty bend minnow hook, the same hook that I'm going to be using in the fall for crappie. Okay, in the summertime pattern that I use for minnows. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you a little bit later. Be able to get a real close-up look at it. Matter of fact, I should have it on the screen. I have a packet. I have a 120-piece nasty bin hook kit. Okay, I also have, I think it's a 60-piece where you get the gold. The deadly gold is 22 karat gold plated. Okay, and the deadly blood red, and you get the side one out, and also you get the number 2. Okay, so look, I'm not running no split shot. I'm not running any. Look, let me show you this. Oh, let me see if I can reach it. I'm not running any type of. Let me see if I can get it here. I'm not running any type of bobber. I'm not running any type of bobber. I'm not running any type of split shot. Okay, all I'm running just this hook and some red worms that you pick up at your local bait and tackle store. That's it. The reason why I'm not running no split shot, the reason why I'm not running any bobber, because they're bedding. Okay, this looks like, when you run this setup like this, it looks like it just falls from the tree and it falls naturally. Versus when you throw this in the water, you get a big splash, pow, and they'll scatter. You don't want to do that. Just loop this right over there, pow. You remember I told you about why you want an ultralight, because it's designed to throw light tackle. It's designed to throw those little jigs, 1/32 jig heads for crappie, 1/16, 1/8, and it's designed to throw red worms. I'm gonna put 1 or 2 red worms on there and just toss it. You wanna see how it works? Come on, follow along with me. I'm not on a meat run today. I'm just gonna show you guys this, and I'm gonna come back later this afternoon. I'm gonna film another segment. I'm gonna get as many segments as I can out to you guys so you can see how simple this is. If I can do this, if I had children, I'd take them on the boat with me. This is instant success. They're going to love this, and you'll make an indention in their brain for the rest of their life if you have a family. You take them out, let them catch these big bluegills and the shellcrackers. I don't know which one is which bed is which. The only way you can tell is to start catching them. That way you know whether you're on a bluegill bed or whether you're on a shellcracker bed. And sometimes, since they're first cousins, they'll be in the same bed. All right, listen, sit back, relax, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification so you get all of my videos in the future that I release. Okay, because I'm going to be doing this again and again and again. And by the way, I'm going to have some pretty ladies with me too. All of my female friends, they want to come and they want to fish. So the reason why they want to come, because it's just instant. They're very easy to catch. And by the way, I want to tell you guys again, today is Monday, the 21st of April. They're going to run like this for about 10 days. After that, they're over with until the following year. Let's get ready. This is your boy Cam. Yank! 9 times out of 10, if your bluegill are biting right now, when you have your worms, these are worms from the regular bait and tackle store. These are red worms. When you go in there, you want to ask for red worms. You don't want night crawlers. You want red worms. You do not want night crawlers. You want red worms. I imagine you could also use pinks, but red worms are the ones that you want, okay? When you're out there, do not leave these worms in the sun. Have a towel. Set them on the towel and flip the towel over the worms. It's important that you keep them cool, or put them in a cooler where the ice is. Do not leave them out in the sun, guys. You got about an hour and they're going to die. Okay, so this is your best friend. Keep these cool. Keep them underneath the seat, in the shade. Very, very important. So if you fish from the bank, put these in the shade underneath the tree. Okay, or if you have a cooler, put them in the cooler. Okay, this plastic will keep them cold. Okay, while you're not using them, you can use these, keep these in your refrigerator for 3 weeks, even more, depending on your temperature. All right, so this again, I covered this before we got out here. I'm free lining, guys. I'm free lining. This stuff is so simple. A rod, an ultralight. The reason why I'm running an ultralight, guys, because these doggone shellcrackers and bluegill, once they turn sideways, I have more fun with these guys than any other fish that I'm catching. Okay. No split shot, no bobber, or you guys call them cork, no sinker, just this nasty bend minnow hook. You'll be able to see a real good picture of it on the screen. If you want 22 karat gold plated, I got it in 22 karat gold is your thing. I also got it in the deadly blood red. You choose which one that you want. I just pick up one and I'm ready to roll. Now the tip is barbed. The tip is barbed. Okay, so that means when it penetrates, it's like a barb, it's not going to come out. Okay, it's very, very unlikely for it to come out. All right, also I want to mention to you, I'm running the 1/0. Everything you see is right down here in the hyperlink. I'm running the 1/0. Well, Cam, the shellcrackers that you're catching, they're panfish, they're small. Why don't you go with a number 2 hook or number 6? The reason why I do not do that, guys, Because when you catch one, you're going to have to get your needle nose pliers. You're going to have to dig it all out of your stomach and get it out. And sometimes it's too far down there. You have to cut, snitch, and you got to stitch, and you got to retie. I don't want to go through that. With a 1/0 hook, I back it right out, and you're going to sit in the comforts of your own home, and you're going to watch me do it. Because the longer that hook stays out of the water, you're not going to catch any more fish. Okay? So, again, we're not on a meat run today. We're just going to go out and catch. And let me explain this to you too. I'm going to show you the technique that I'm going to use. I got you guys right over my shoulder. So we're in the sun so you can see it. Look, this is ultralight, so it's designed to throw light tackle. Look, I'm just throwing the hook. Boom, you see that? And when it hits, I point my rod down to the water because that monofilament is the only line that floats. Okay, it's the only line that floats. That's why I run mono. Okay, I'm using high vis. The reason why I'm using high vis, let me flip this back over. Is because I can see it. My line is my bobber. It will tell me immediately a fish is on. Sometimes they bite so fast, guys, I don't even have time to close my bail when I cast. Look, I'll do this like this, pow. And before I can even flip my bail, they're on. Okay, you see how you can see that line floating on top of the water? That's why you want to run mono. I'm running 6 pound. No, this is 4 pound or 6 pound. I can't remember. 4 pound or 6 pound, either one of them will be good. I may run 2 worms, I may run 1 worm. It all depends on how close I get up there to the bed, okay? So we're headed up there right now. You can see that gray area. You see that film on top of the water? Okay, notice one thing. I got these polarized shades on. I can see the bed. If I take these off, I cannot see the bed. I cannot see the bed. And look what I got on. Look at my shoes, guys. Look at my shoes. You remember I always tell you pull your socks all the way up? I wear long socks. That's Cam. Hey baby, I do a lot of things, but changing ain't one of them. I still really hadn't found the bed yet. Yep, here we go. Yank! We found it now. We found the bed now. They're not big ones. They're not big shellcrackers. They're not big shellcrackers. But again, we're not worried about size right now. We just want to make sure that we're catching. Okay? I'm going to show you guys the difference between a shellcracker and a bluegill. Let me show this one to you. You see right there? That little mark right there, that's why they call them red ears. Okay? They're more greenish with spots on them. Okay? Between the bluegill and the shellcracker, these shellcrackers fight much, much, much harder. This is a baby one. Okay? We're going to release him. Look at that. Yank! Look at that. Guys, it's instant. This is a little bit larger shellcracker. Okay? A little bit larger shellcracker. Look at that. Let me show him to you. A little bit larger. You can see the green tonish and you see that red ear. That's why some places they call them red ears. Okay? This is the shellcracker. And the reason why they call them shellcrackers, guys, because they eat those freshwater mussels. We're going to let him go. Okay, this is a bluegill. This is a bluegill. Guys, I'm probably in 6, 7 inches, probably about 8 inches of water. Nice bluegill. Let's let him go. Remember, we're only running 1 worm, 1 hook, and a lot of bluegill. Let's take this worm off. We're going to throw another one. We're going to refresh. Remember, don't keep that worm on there too long. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this, but you see stuff falling out of the tree? You'll see every now and again on the camera while you're sitting here talking to me, you'll see stuff falling out of the tree. Okay? You see stuff falling out of the tree. Let me turn you around so you can see this poplar tree that we got all this overhang. You guys see that? Look at that. See stuff falling out of the tree? That's what you want your worm to resemble. Something falling out of the tree. Look, my worm is hanging all off the point and everything. My worm is just hanging. Look at that. Yank! Look at that. When these rascals turn sideways, man, they're a battle. They're a barrel of blast to catch. This is a shellcracker. I threw right back in that same spot, and this is a shellcracker. You see he's in the bed where it's dark. That's why I can't see. Okay? So he's dark because he's mimicking the color of the bed, which is black, and you can't see him from the top because he blends with the water. All right? We're going to let him go. We're not going to keep him. That's a shellcracker. Now, I threw right up there in that same spot, guys, And I caught a bluegill last time. See, let me try over this way a little bit. Boom, right there. Let's see what happens. Look, yank! Look at that. Guys, you got to get one of these 6.2s. This is another shellcracker. We got a shellcracker bed. Look at this. I've probably caught now 15. Look at that shellcracker. And they're not the biggest. This isn't a very, very big bed. I want to show you guys this. Let me show this to you. Let's see if I can get him squirt. He doesn't want to, but it's running down my hand. That's another shellcracker. We're gonna let him go. This all year long, these blue herons are very spooky. All year long, I know you can see him. You see him right there underneath the tree. All year long, these blue herons are spooky. They won't let you come within 30 yards of them. 30 yards. Look, I'm only about 10 yards from him right now. Look at him. Okay, and let me tell you what he's doing. He's sitting there waiting for me to hook a fish so he can steal it. Okay, he's watching my line as I throw that worm in the water. He's sitting there waiting to rob my fish when I catch him. Look how close he is to me. Look at that. Look how close he is to me. These things are very, very spooky, and they don't let you get this close to them. Every year this time, I have to battle with him to catch these shellcrackers because he wants to eat them. Every year we go through this. All year long, I cannot even get close to him. But this time of the year, when these rascals are biting like this, then he wants to come over here and look, be friends. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm going to show you how to port from between the two largest e-commerce crappie and panfish stores in the world, okay? Without having to put in your URL and do all that stuff. Okay, you see that red banner down at the bottom? It's either at the top or it's either at the bottom, okay? Right now I'm on camscrappyhole.com. You can see the slideshow going on, okay? I'm going to show you two things: how to port between both of our stores with just one click of a button. Then I'm going to show you how to sign up for our email list, which is very, very simple, and all this stuff is free, okay? So again, I'm on camscrappyhole.com right now, right? You see that red banner right there? All you got to do is just click it. When you click that red banner, look, I'm at Cam's Crappy Combos. On Cam's Crappy Combos, if you want a pole just for your favorite rod, for your favorite reel, or you need a reel for your favorite rod, okay? You just pop right over to Cam's Crappy Combos, okay? We have more selection of kits in Cam's Crappy Combos as well. Look, there's that red banner again. You see that? Okay, so to click back to camscrappyhole.com, look, click that red banner. Boom, you're right back at camscrappyhole.com. Okay, now, to sign up for our email list, we send out discount codes that are time sensitive. We send them out probably 2 or 3 times a week. So it's free. It's worth your while to go into our store and just put in your email address and just punch enter. Okay, camscrappyhole.com, the same thing applies to Cam's Crappy Combos. Go all the way down to the bottom. When the store opens up, you see that? This is just the first page. Right there, right above that last video, you'll see this right here. Let me see if I can put it up there. All you have to do is, it says sign up for our mailing list. Just put in your email address and then press that red block. Boom, that's all you have to do. Okay, for Cam's Crappy Combos, look. Let's go back to Cam's Crappy Combos. There's that red banner at the top again, right? You see that? Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Look. All the way down to the bottom, and it says subscribe to our mailing list. All you have to do, guys, put in your email address right there in the yellow and hit subscribe. Simple as that.